Well, hey there. Welcome to the Paw Paw Chronicles and More with Jim. Well, it's a cloud-covered day. We got some good overcast, and I wanted to shoot a video for the comparison that I had talked about earlier in the video. This will be the very first comparison between these two trees. And they're both looking pretty good. There's something that I want to share with you. The one on my right is a grafted rootsucker, and it was grafted utilizing scion from Wabash, and it was grafted March 25th, 2023. Make sure I read that right. Yes. And the one on my right is also a grafted Wabash, and it's a grafted seedling. Now normally I won't plant two of the same variety beside each other, but on the other side of the Wabash I have IXL, and I have many other different varieties planted out here in the fruit garden. I try to keep one variety out here, just not all the same, although I do have two NC1s, and a lot of that's got to do with the fact that I really like the looks of the NC1. But they're far enough apart from one another, and there's enough in between them, they're doing fine. But I want to continue to do a comparison between pawpaw root suckers that have been grafted to pawpaw seedlings that have been grafted. Now that seedling right there, it came from the Pawpaw Festival last year, and it was grafted last year, 2022. So, I would say that, looking at it, more than likely it was a seedling from either 2019 or 2020. However, the age is that the individual would graft into a seedling. That there's got more branching going on, and a lot of that's got to do with the fact that we had some burning going on early spring. Early spring we had a very late frost, and the terminals on a lot of these trees out here got burnt, and it knocked them back. Actually, what I should have done was took the shade cloth off of this at the beginning of season like I did a bunch of the other ones. But I wanted to protect it as long as I could, because that shade cloth will also help to protect it from the wind. Now, this one here, on the other hand, was a root sucker that I dug up last year, 2022. And I had it in a root trapper bag, as you all saw, and I woke it up early, and it survived, so I went ahead and grafted. And which, by the way, that right there is a tongue and whip graft, and this one right here, I have to look at it, was a cleft graft. So we got two different types of graft going on here. But as you all know, I'm a big advocate for root suckers within the orchard as far as utilizing them for grafting. I tend to believe that the root suckers outperform seedlings. Seedlings perform well, don't get me wrong, but I get more growth out of the root sucker than I do the seedling. And why is that? Well, some people say, well, it's because it's attached to the mother plant. Very true. It's attached to the mother tree, and then it's detached from the mother tree. And then if you can get them to survive, they continue to grow rapidly. Why is that? I tried to figure that out for a couple years, and in talking with different people that I've associated myself with through the North American Pawpaw Growers Association, I think I figured out what's going on. Now these trees all get fertilized. They get a weekly foliage fertilized, and to help them grow. And even the seedlings and the root suckers alike, even the bigger trees I got out there, they all got fertilized Saturday evening. But the one thing that I have come to learn that makes a difference is mycorrhizas. Mycorrhizas attach themselves to the root. The root grows out, it comes across mycorrhiza, the mycorrhiza attaches itself, and it helps that root pull in nutrients from the ground. The trees back here do very, very well. And let me show you something as to why. There's a mushroom, fungi, probably caused from mycorrhizas in the ground. There's another one, fungi. It's all over. It's just sporadic throughout the fruit garden or orchard, if that's what you want to call it. But this will be the first video shot, and later on this year, probably towards the end of growing season, we'll have another look, although I don't expect to see much more growth than what I'm seeing. We're coming to that point to where the terminals will turn brown and stop growing, and it'll just live. But just something that I wanted to share with you. My name's Jim. If you like what you see, subscribe. Don't forget to click on that bell for any notifications. Any comments or questions that you may have, I welcome. You all have a God bless day.